Kia ora, my name's Kathy. I've been a voluntary worker with Orange Sky for the past 5 years. I first heard about the Loafers Lodge fire. Actually, a colleague of mine was living across the road, but it was big news here in Wellington. As a community of volunteers, we were all talking to each other about whether or not any of the people who use our services were affected. It came out fairly early on that people had passed away in the fire, and we were worried about that. The initial response was getting people safely out of there, and that was led really beautifully by the City Council and other agencies. We were approached by an organisation that provides transitional housing, who were providing some temporary accommodation for some of the people who had been displaced by the fire. But the facilities weren't quite ready yet. They didn't have any laundry facilities there, so they had heard of our services and our van and asked if we would be willing to come down and help. We had volunteers who were chomping at the bit asking how can we help this community. So we set up a couple of what we call pop-up shifts. Whenever we set up a shift, one of the first things we do is that we get the chairs out of the van and we set them up in a way to encourage conversation. And what we found was that people were really wanting somebody to talk to about what had happened to them. It was a dreadful thing. They had lost everything. They had lost friends in the fire, and it was sudden and it was shocking for them. And our volunteers were just able to sit and listen. It was a wonderful thing for both volunteers and the community. They just felt that they were actually doing something that was meaningful. As time went on, we just kept going back each week. They actually ended up getting some washing machines and dryers, but we still kept going because we could see that it wasn't really so much about the laundry, it was about the conversation. And as time went on, we were able to walk alongside these guys in that journey as they went through the processes of grief, of anger, and then getting the help that was needed to get new housing. And that whole path, we were able to be there with them on that.